It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Dog's Window Brewery, and this is a can of their guard dog. Here it is. Looking for it then. It's a citrus West Coast IPA, and it's coming in at 5.6% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Brewed in Bridgend, South Wales. The hops are Columbus, Mosaic, Amarillo and Vic Secret. The malt is pale wheat, oats and caramel, and the yeast is American ale yeast. So, without further ado, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Look at this. Look at this sort of orangey liquid going on. We got a 3-finger, slightly off-white head on this one. Looks pretty good. Nice haze to it, really nice haze to it. The beer is available from today's channel sponsor, and it's sort of Dog's Window Brewery. They also own a bottle shop called Nearest Beer Shop. It's nearestbeershop.com. All of the beers in the shop are in fridges, all fridge beers. They're all cold stored beers, which are fantastic, I think. To be able to pop in a shop in Bridgend and pick up a cold beer from a fridge, yeah, job done. Now and again, they even have some really good German beer as well. Sort of, what have I had from them? Some Augustiners, just tremendous. And it's right next to the train station too. So if ever I'm passing on a train, I'll get off the train, go and get some Augustiner, or whatever they have, jump back on the train and head back to Barry and enjoy a couple of beers while I'm on the train. You get 5% off when you use the voucher code Stone the Crows, and it's free delivery over £60. So it's nearestbeershop.com, check that out. So beer then, hopefully we can get some more beer now in the glass. Yep, here we go. Looks good. Aroma. It smells like biscuits. I don't know if it's because there's biscuits, dog biscuits on the front of the can. It smells like biscuits. With a lot of hops as well. There's a lot of kind of grapefruit, passion fruit, mango aromas coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's malty, this one. It's malty, and it's strikingly bitter on the back end. They really, they've really honed down on the bitterness on this beer. They've really sort of gone for some bitterness here. But of course, it's a citrus West Coast IPA. Of course, West Coast. Looks like a Westie. That sort of orangey colour. Great head retention. Fantastic head retention on the beer. What do we say? Oh, I really like that sort of caramel malt, that malty beginning. I like malt in beer. The reason why I drink beer is because I love the malt in the beer. And you really do, with this beer, you really do get a good kind of smack of malt to begin with. Like a face full of malt smacking you in the face there. I like that. I do like that in the beer. And then the hops come through on the back. Well, they've used pale wheat, oats and caramels. They've used 4 malts in this beer. So there's a smack of malt to begin with. Not overly sweet. Not overly sweet, just sort of like a really good loaf of bread that you pick up from the higher end. The higher end of the supermarket. If you want to buy a really decent loaf of bread, somewhere like Asda, you can buy a sort of a rye bread, dark brown rye bread with nuts in it, and it's really got that sense of nuttiness and biscuitiness and layers of malt, and I love that about this beer. It's really good. I like that. And then the hops are Columbus, Mosaic, Amarillo, and Vic Secret. So they've used a combination there. And they shine through too. They shine through with a great smack of bitterness on the back end. It's quite a well thought out beer, this one. I quite like this. It's really zesty and pithy. Really zesty and pithy and sort of citrusy and grapefruity. But then there's some passion fruit and mango in there as well. Yeah, cracker. Really, really good beer. Really good beer. Let's just read the description on the side of the can here. A West Coast IPA with a big hit of citrus peel. Be on your guard for the bitterness. Remember to keep your treats safe. I know Lee at Dog's Window. He's a lovely bloke. We've brewed Loki Pokey IPA. What's it called? Okie Dokie Loki. Since then, Loki has sadly passed away. As the recording of this video, he passed away 6 days ago. But this, of course, the review is not going to be dominated, of course, about my dog Loki. He was a great dog. He really was. Me and Lee, myself, really, and then we both knew, without really having a conversation about it, we both knew Loki was old. Loki was really old. He really was. He was ancient, love him. Back in August, we did decide to make a beer. Not like an end of life beer, but you know, like a bit of a tribute to him, because he was really old and he was doing, you know, he had a blooming great life. He really did. But Lee's a big dog fan. He's called his brewery Dog's Window. His dog sits in the window, and it's such a heart-wrenching thing when you lose an animal. My dog got me. Quick story, and then we'll rate it. I was okay. I was doing okay. I took him to the vets. We knew he was being put down. Put to sleep is probably the word these days, isn't it? And he put on one last show. He got to the vet. He put on one last show. He was wagging his tail. He was jumping up on people, and almost to the point where the vet was like, "This is a bit unusual." But then he put it on for about 15, 20, we had to fill forms out and stuff. He put it on for about 15, 20 minutes. And then he just completely collapsed. He just completely collapsed on the floor. He couldn't show his excitement anymore. And he just collapsed. And we had to lift him up and pick him up and take him into the vet room. But what got me, he used to have this, if you have a look at the cat, if you bought the beer, his tongue is hanging on the side of his mouth. It's an awful experience to go through. As the insulin or whatever it was that went in, they already had it in his paw. As it went in, he was like, "Ooh, what's this?" Oh, you could see it in his eyes. Like, what the hell's going on? And then he realised, and he gave me a lick because I was holding his head. He gave me one last lick with his tongue hanging out the side of his mouth, and then his eyes closed and he was gone. His eyes closed. Bloody beautiful dog, and that ruined me. That absolutely ruined me. I was ruined for days. I recorded video for YouTube. Decided to not to really talk about it, and but it got me now. It got me again. But just anyone out there with a dog, it's not long. Honestly, it's not long. They're with you, and their prime is it goes so quick. Enjoy them. That's my words to you. Enjoy them whilst they're with you, because they're long gone. They really are. Rating for guard dogs, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. I'm going out because I'm going to cry. Boom. Cheers.